Fire Pea and Fire Flower dated. I think you know what that means. There used to be a lot more packs at the sticker shop, but now we only have 5. The red characters have no rarity, however, Hovergoat does. The zombie heal station is unlocked by a default. Yes, people don't know this. If you choose Dr. Toxic and use Energy Warp, you can still damage players. On the loading screen, a Foot Soldier has a gray weapon skin, but in-game it's nowhere to be found. Thanks, PopCap. The engineer is not on the loading screen. I wonder why. A General Supremo I could write on the floor. Pretty cool. In the character booth, you can see Browncoat's costume. Even though Foot Soldier was the most popular character in Gone for 1, he got no new ability in Gone for 2. Thanks, PopCap. On Frontline Flats, there is a Crazy Dave poster, which is a reference to the iconic We Can Do It poster. Foot Soldier used to have goggles, but for some reason, they got scrapped really early on. If you hover your reticle over a cannon, it turns red, for literally no reason. Torchwood and Hovergoats both have Christmas skins, which sadly cannot be obtained anymore. The zombies don't use the letter S in most of their vocab. Are you subscribed? If you own every item in the sticker shop, you only have the Minions booster pack. If you own every item in the Ruck store, he will sell you consumables. If you walk to the corner of the plant and zombie base, you can find a little station to change teams. A ZPG deals in total 300 damage. Nice. You could go over the star cap limit if you purchase stars through bundles. Rux used to have his store in the sewers, but now it's in the backyard hub for more convenience sake. You could glitch through this wall as any all-star. There is a chest underneath the sewers which costs 200 stars to open. Before the Trials and Nomads update, there were only 5 Gone for 1 items in the game. Sunflower and Scientist both take 2 seconds to revive a teammate. If you talk to this Scuba Soldier, he gives you a minigame. Tank Commander owns an entire tank. And Scuba Soldier drowned. What a loser. Grandma Z says to eat your veggies. At the SB class, I used to have ammo for his punches. At the SB's icons, I used to have no pupils. They would just stare at you soullessly. The overheat penalty upgrade is trash. Don't use it. The same thing goes for the penetration upgrade. Commando Super in Gone for 1, I used to be able to wear facial props with his bandana. But in Gone for 2, he can't. The Iron Citron has a tattoo called the dragon skin. With this tattoo on, you can wear cosmetics underneath his helmet, and it's pretty funny. The SB's beam at the furthest distance deals 1 damage total. 1. If you stand on top of a spike weed, it gives you extra height. It's possible for a Commando Super to have 1 or even 2 ammo in his clip. If you throw a sombrero beam bomb underneath the sticker shop and step on it, this happens. In the pause menu, there is a redeem code feature in the game, but no codes could even be used. On console, you can move around your camera with your joystick when you're dead, but for some reason PC players cannot do this. Your body stays on the ground for a total of 16 seconds. A Wrestling Star's bobblehead has 3 little hairs coming out of it, but a Wrestling Star himself does not. This is where Tony Baloney had a massive heart attack. If you know, you know. If Scuba Soldier is fighting a character with 125 health, he can just stink cloud them, and it's pretty funny. A Jade Cactus's primary will fire exactly where you shoot them. The Bling Maiden lets you stack other Bling Maidens on top of it, and meanwhile Iron Maiden cannot be stacked on. In the Taunts screen, you could cancel taunts. So you can get some pretty funny animations like this.
My favorite number green look like I got a baby cause I'm sipping on this lean. We gon' turn him to a shirt, we gon' turn him to a meme. You been tryna find the mode, but I'm tryna find the me. And I learned that shit in math class, get like me.
The elf Peashooter potted plant makes toys out of zombie bits. This confirms that elf P is the goriest Peashooter in the game. Reg Peashooter's damage upgrade does not affect his splash damage. On the 3rd point of Moonbase Z, there are rocket chairs. If you shoot at them, they'll just fly to the moon. These tombstones could be blown up. The Cricket Star's jersey has the number 63 on it, while Baseball Star's hat also has the number 63 on it. This totally 100% confirms that they are best friends. The Festive Rider's icon has the Wishmaker Goat's Cosmetic stacked on top of it. Computer Scientist's kill feed message has a space in it. Have fun. You could taunt while shooting an Ultra Ball. You can taunt while calling in your mech. Rux's store has an infinite Future Soldier cosmetic. However, it is impossible to obtain this cosmetic. Thanks, PopCap. Partycorn's sticker book render has a spoon sticking out of it. Peashooter has no eyebrows in the welcome map poster. It's really creepy. The Foot Soldier's stat art has his goggles on it, yet he has no option to wear these in-game. Thanks, PopCap. Torchwood and Hovergoat have no option to swap taunts. Wappy has the option to just take off his mustache, and it looks really ugly. If you equipped Necroz's default crown while wearing the enchanted eyepiece, you can wear both of them at the same time. You can use Turbo Twister while also going out of a cannon. Behind the town hall, there are some bushes, and it kind of looks like a... yeah... You can stand on Super Brains' and Hovergoat's bobbleheads. You could sprint tackle inside the zombie's house. The plumber's real name is Bob. Just Bob. This only shows that Plumber is the best character in the game. If you select Tank Commander and go to the soccer field, you can do this. Party Imp's mech icon is just a copy of Reg Imp's icon. Thanks, PopCap. Twilight Chomper's icon is facing more towards the left side, and it's really annoying. On Zen Peak, you can launch off these fireworks for some pretty cool colors. In the private place selection screen, you can view the old SB icons as they just stare at you soullessly. On Trash Park, you can go on top of this portal and be really annoying. Have fun. A Toxic Citron sucks. If you put on the infinite ammo crazy setting and select Tank Commander, he still can't spam his primary. The Scientist's none option is just a picture of a marine biologist. The Rainbow Sunflower's ability description is lying to you. There's a big difference. Park Ranger's icon in the private place selection screen still has his old render. If you hold your primary while entering Smoldering Madness, you can cancel the animation of entering the ability. Bling Bolt Blaster has a different reticle than its normal counterpart. The Engineer has two tattoos that also change the color of his neck. On Great White North, you can see a giant narwhal. If you rocket leap as you enter an ice puddle, this happens. Tom B is dead. The health upgrade gives you 10 more health. The Sonar upgrade is an upgrade only available for Scuba Soldier. Rex Scientist's character description advertises the heal beam ability, yet no one uses it. Toxic P has regular Peashooter's head prop. The overheat characters could in theory never run out of ammo if you keep spam clicking. You can give Vampire Flower 2 sets of fangs if you equipped the Tiger Fang tattoo. If you have the ice upgrade on, it takes Ice P 3 direct shots to freeze a zombie. You have a Colonel Corn cosmetic right now called the Noodle Nester. Wrestling Star has a hidden tattoo, which could be shown after taking off his wrestling mask. You can have all 3 sunflower pots visible at the same time if you go in and out of the booth. The Rainbow Heal Beam has 2 different icons, one in the booth and one in game. Thanks, PopCap. This seagull has no collision, so you can just walk right through him. The Electro Citron has a unique jumping sound effect. Colonel Corn in the sticker book is just called Corn. Hovergoat and Torchwood aren't shown up in the table of contents. When Hovergoat reloads, he plays a little tune. The Arctic Trooper's giant shoe eclipsed with his ice block. Thanks, PopCap. If you zoom in while going into a cannon, your camera will be pushed back. On Great White North, Crazy Dave will still speak to you even if you're on zombies. Rainbow Heal Beam does nothing different. It's literally just Rainbow. The zombie heal station could explode targets in the Crazy Targets arena. A Unicorn Chomper is impossible as of 2024 to unlock on console. When General Supremo fires a ZPG, his cannon spins around. The cosmetics added in the Trials of Nomus update have a different lighting to their icons. Party Imp has no weapon skins. Scuba Soldier's entire gimmick is based off of echolocation. This allows animals to identify sound in a 5-mile radius. Reg Scientist's backpack has goo that moves up and down. And when you shoot a Garrick drone, the XP pop-up is very delayed. A marine biologist and a zoologist hate each other. A computer scientist's backpack makes noise. A Foot Soldier has a cosmetic called a Pigtails, which has hair physics. Fire Pea has the same body as a regular Peashooter. If you go to the friend globe, there is an option to save your game. There is an NPC named Dr. Physician, which you can copy his exact cosmetics. While zooming in into this sewer water, you can make your entire screen green. Party Brains has an accessory that he can't even wear with his default hair. Thanks, PopCap. Behind the General Supremo's weapon, you can see a golden zombie head. The town hall has a graffiti from zombies. Some I don't even know what it says. Dr. Zomboss will speak to the plants on Moonbase Z. In the private place setup, you can see Electro-P's render with no eyebrows and missing parts of his arm. This only proves all Electro-P players are disabled. If Metal Petal shoots at a plank, she makes a really loud sound effect. This chomper balloon drops in quality the further you are from it. The Foot Soldier class has only 2 super rare variants. Crazy Dave has an unused model with animations of him just standing there. This jalapeno artwork is ripped straight from Plants vs. Zombies 1. While walking onto a sticky bomb, this happens. The Shrimp has the shortest character description. A computer scientist has a reload upgrade. In the Captain Deadbeard's portal, you can find a rose plush toy onto his bed. I wonder what he does with that. Barely any tattoos work on Yeti Chomper. This is a very sad day for the 2 Yeti Chomper players out there. A Moto X-Star's private play render shows him wearing his goggles, and meanwhile, in-game, you can't even wear these. Thanks, PopCap. On Aqua Center, there is a Garden Warfare 1 General Supremo render. A marine biologist has a fish inside of his tank. What should we name it? You can make Torchwood walk really funny from spamming his primary. Breakfast Brains can move while using his Ultra Ball. This could be done if you hold down your primary while using the ability. If you select Rock Pete and then shoot above the multiplayer portal, you can see a box. A Captain Squawk has no weapon skins. Thanks, PopCap. Regular Cactus is advertised as firing spikes, but she actually fires coins. When a Disco Chomper spawns in, he makes a little jingle. While swapping between the Rose and Citron class, you can make the camera jump up and down. Reg Soldier's character description doesn't even advertise his Stink Cloud ability. Even they know how useless it is. In the Backyard Battleground, there is a spot where you can read the credits of the game. The private play setup called 2.5 Zombies is based off a TV show called 2.5 Men. You can find an Arctic Trooper trapped in ice on Great White North. If you throw a Sombrero Beam Bomb under the Stickershop while using Retro Gatling, this happens. The Zoologist's Porcupine will have less quills depending on your ammo. On a Great White North, .1 has no pots at all. The Archaeologist has coins falling out of his backpack. There are flies swarming around the zombie's trash. The Torchwood's default appearance has a different pose than his costume pose. When the zombie Yeti is vanquished, he explodes into gears. This could lead to a theory that the zombie Yeti is a robot. This sign says no parking, however there is a van right in front of it. Park Ranger's shots will fire exactly where you aim it, no matter what. The SB class has a cosmetic called a B. Jordan Beanie. This is a reference to another PopCap game called Peggle. The Gnome Backyard item has a zombie background, which makes it look really funny when decorating the plant's backyard. The Future Cactus can't jump while charging, but Plasma Pea can. Thanks, PopCap. In the Peashooter's renders, you can see a white square in their eyes. Have fun. Miss Frankenstein, it's alive, it's alive! If you stand far away, you can make this a Colonel Corn bald. The computer scientist's description doesn't mention crunch mode also gives him a defense boost. Thanks, PopCap. When a goal is scored, the scoreboard will respond to the following. If you warp as a scientist, you can make this gap. If warp is activated right as you go into a cannon, this happens. It's possible to heroic kick a single plant twice. There is a backyard item called the Tactical Cuke. This is a reference to the Garden Warfare 1 map, Main Street. Rody Z's backpack makes a lot of noise. When flying out of a cannon, you could destroy these bushes. Reg Soldier's weapon has a shoe on the end of it. Captain Deadbeard has a taunt called Barrel Balance. This taunt corresponds to the barrel ability you have equipped. The reload upgrade affects the pitch of the character's voices. The Electro Brains is the only Super Brains that can punch in a combo of 5. The Scientist could warp through the Crazy Targets wall. If you throw a Stink Cloud and then immediately swap to plants, it will damage zombies. Camel Cactus's private play render is really dark. When the soccer field is active, you gain a jump and speed increase. The character booth in the Crazy Targets arena has a different lighting compared to the Hub World character booth. The zombies have license plates, while the plants have human license plates. This only confirms that zombies could drive, but plants cannot. When a computer scientist jumps, he has a unique sound effect. Jumping into this water kills you. In the tutorial level, the foot soldier does a taunt, which is not even possible to obtain in Going for 2. Thanks, PopCap. If you go into these settings and enable toggle zoom, you can use Super Brains' beam in the air. If you go behind the Crazy Targets range, you can find a nice shiny chest. Colonel Corn could jump while using Chuck Shot. However, the foot soldiers cannot. Captain Squawk has a hole in his pants. What a loser. Sky Trooper's primary is called a Danger Zone. This might be a reference to the song Highway to the Danger Zone. The EMP ability takes 1 second to fully launch. You could equip a burrow on Unicorn Chomper. Why? A regular Peashooter is called Peashooter, but the rest of his variants use the word P. P. Scuba Soldier's weapon is based off of a submarine. Dr. Patient's hands don't move during his idle stance. Potato nugget mines could be stacked on top of each other. This only proves that they are the better option. When checking the Crazy Targets leaderboard, you are invincible to anything in the game. The Super P-Jump's ability icon shows the Peashooter looking down. This only proves that he is depressed.
Why are we still here?
The cars on Seeds of Time have wizard hats. The imps cannot call their mechin on any slope. While in Hyperball, you cannot enter the booth. While standing still, Rose will have a reloading animation. If you select the infinite ammo crazy setting and choose Zen Cactus, you will only deal 20 damage per shot. The engineer's jackhammer could destroy teleporters. Cricket Star doesn't know how to play cricket. Count's chompula will heal more on digestion depending on damage upgrades. The Imp Kata is a great counter to drones. If you stand still on top of a tombstone while capturing, it will function like a trampoline. You could place a zombie heal station on top of a armored heal station. While Scuba Soldier is gooped, his weapon gets deeper. The golden citron statue has no weapon. Depending on Reg Soldier's ammo, he loses pellets in his weapon. Scientist's everlasting crown has a default cosmetic background, and meanwhile, it is a legendary hat. If you select Team Vanquish in the mystery portal, it shows Gnome Bomb. Thanks, PopCap. The SB's thoughtful Ananada taunt is his only taunt with a unique voice line. Chemist's description says the Beaker Blaster is effective at close range, but that's the only range Chemist could even hit plants. The Arctic Trooper has 3 blue weapon skins. While standing behind this burning fire, it makes noise. The Super Fever is the longest taunt in the game. Foot Soldier's file name is zombie_SWAT. Chomper has a mouth prop called full piercings, which could apply Chomper's default mouth onto any Chomper. Scallywag Imp has no weapon skins. If you overheat Super Brains' beam, you could spam zoom to burn Super Brains' hand. Ding dong, your armor is gone. Foot Soldier's skeleton has a bone referencing goggles, but there are no goggles on his helmet. Thanks, PopCap. Super Brains has a cardboard cutout, which you could cut in half. If you sprint tackle through the multiplayer portal, you won't fully go in. This eyeball looks around. Down in the sewers, you can find a TV of a Peashooter and a zombie making out. Chomper's burrow could cancel at the Crazy Targets arena. In this gnome area, you could find triangles with eyeballs. In the backyard, you can find Squidward Tentacles himself. The dragon on Seeds of Time could breathe fire. If Breakfast Brains jumps in the air, he leaves behind milk trails through his arms. If Shadowflower shoots behind the friend globe, she makes regular Sunflower's effects. The character booth makes a loud noise if you stand outside of it. If you perform imp parkour, you could hide in the clouds. In this corner of Seeds of Time, there is a black void. Why? If the town hall is open, the gnome hands will function like a clock. Electro Brains could punch 5 times. If you shoot the sticker shop's glass particles will come out. If you rocket leap into a portal, you lose all your momentum. As Breakfast Brains, if you punch then immediately zoom in, you could cancel his entire punching animation. While spawning a mech on top of a railing, you can glitch the entire camera. While a friend is joining your backyard, a mic icon will appear beside your name. If you jump into this fire pit, you die. There is a fireworks show on point 1 of Seeds of Time.